there, Aries. Welcome to your December 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. A couple of things I wanted to mention before we get started. If you missed the radio show I did last month, one of my students hosts a show over on Blog Talk. The name of the channel is Solar Temple Radio. We just chatted a little bit about runes and psychic development and spirituality in general, kind of getting in touch with your own intuition. If that's the sort of thing you're interested in, the link I will post here in the video somewhere. You can go listen to that. Also wanted to mention I will have holiday gift certificates available through December 17th. If you want to give someone the gift of a reading, it's just a file that I will email to you, and it's a PDF, and you can print it out and give it to someone, or you can email it to them, however you want to do it. But you will need to get in touch with me by December 17th if you would like to give someone the gift of a psychic reading with me. But let's jump in here, Aries. See which runes want to speak to Aries. And this month I am using the Medieval Scapini deck by Luigi Scapini for our Wisdom from Tarot here. Oh, interesting. Get a lot of the same runes that Sagittarius did here, Aries. Okay. See what we got here. As I always do mention, these are general readings, so not all of the messages will apply to you. Check out your ascendant or rising sign. They're the same thing for more information. Or you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They're $65 for 30 minutes. Drop me a line at the email address in this video or below the video if you want to set up an appointment. runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. Especially if you're wanting a 2016 kind of yearly overview reading, you're going to want to schedule that in December if you can and beat the rush, because I will book up quickly in January. Sorry, just wanted to mention that. I'm taking all of this in and seeing where they want to go first. There's something coming up regarding a Page of Cups here as far as your focus, Aries. So this could have something to do with a water sign who's younger than you. So this could be your child, a younger sibling. Normally associated with water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You could just feel that this person is being self-centered in some ways. Selfish, not sharing information with you, not being as open with you regarding what's going on. Now, for some of you, this could be a message coming from someone in the past that you were involved with, either in a business or relationship, either a business partnership or a personal relationship. Someone who was not maybe the best sort of person in the past. Maybe you were in a relationship and this person was really they didn't put a lot of effort into the relationship. Maybe this was a relationship that happened when you were younger. Maybe you were quite a bit younger. So yeah, this could be somebody kind of getting in touch with you. I feel like for some of you, maybe it's somebody you never thought you would hear from again. Or, you just kind of, maybe somebody you haven't thought about in a while. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is going back quite some time if it's working out that it is, kind of like a past relationship that you had. For others of you, this could be just a family member who is, you feel not putting effort into something or not doing what he or she should be doing, because the Page of Cups can be male or female. Really, any of these court cards in a general reading can be either one. But so that's going to be your focus. Is this can also be an adult acting immature, which would kind of go along with the rune saying that this is someone kind of not putting effort into something, being very selfish, not sharing, not willing to compromise, not willing to work within a partnership, not willing to put effort into the relationship, whether it's romantic, family, friendship, whatever. But I do see that, you have high hopes for this relationship. whatever this is because of Wunyo coming up here. But it seems to be, it's a little bit blocked here. What used to be a very happy connection is now kind of maybe suffering a little bit. Now, for some of you, this could be a couple. Gifu could be coming up here saying that this is a couple within the family that you're just feeling like is being very selfish, or being very fake and phony kind of thing. This rune can also kind of be, yeah, someone's kind of wearing a facade or putting on a show, and this may be a couple within your family that you just don't like because of that, or you feel that they're just faking things. There is some delay and frustration around family stuff this month for you, Aries, because we have Othila in the reverse. For some of you, this could be delay and frustration around purchase of a property or settling of a will or an estate. But for most of you, I feel like this is just going to be, you know, frustration and arguments within the family. You know, we do have the holidays this month in December, so some of you could be dealing with a little bit, you know, and it's not going to color the whole experience of the holidays, so I don't feel like that is happening. But for some of you, this could have, again, with the legal rune coming up, this has something to do with, you know, legal probate, a will, somebody trying to get something that doesn't belong to them, someone trying to get a property that doesn't belong to them. So there may be something that comes up for some of you with that. It may not have to do with the with being with family at all, but for others of you that it's not a will or something like that, or anything to do with property. It just seems like having to be around a couple or around some people that you don't particularly care for. For some of you, it may be in-laws. Maybe you have to go to the in-laws for the holidays this year, and it's really not, you know, you're not looking forward to it. You don't feel like they like you, or you don't like them, or maybe it's a mutual thing, that sort of thing. You also have the Seven of Cups coming up here. I feel like for those of you that have to kind of deal with that situation, your escape is going to be just thinking about, you're going to kind of escape into fantasy land and like, oh my gosh, here's what I'm going to do when I get out of here. And so it seems like some of you may have some extra time. It's like maybe you're just going for the day, or you're going for, you know, to spend time with, you know, these people that you don't care for a little bit of the time, but then you're going to have the rest of the time to, you know, just kind of do what you want to do. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's a real kind of fantasy bubble around December. So that's going to be where you want to be. It's going to kind of be your escape. And, you know, it's interesting the Page of Cups is coming up, because that can be water signs, you know, they can be, and they're more negative traits, escapists. Like they're always in fantasy land and never have their feet on the ground. They never are dealing with reality. There may be something to that. You may be taking on more water sign traits in some way. Aries. Now there is a warning that comes with this card, particularly maybe if this is working out as someone from the past coming back in. Make sure that you're seeing who this person really is and not the fantasy of what you would like him or her to be. And that's a trap we can all fall into, but the Seven of Cups can be a very kind of dreamy and, oh, you know, the prince and the castle, or the princess and the castle and all that stuff, and we're perfect for each other and we're soulmates, and you know, this person has changed. Well, make sure they prove to you that they've changed, Aries, before you get all caught back up in it again. But there's nothing wrong with some fantasy. Some of you may just be, you know, escaping into art. If you are an artist, creating artwork, or escaping into art that you enjoy by others. A lot of music around, music that you love, watching a lot of movies that you love. There may be a particular movie that you want to see, that really you have been looking forward to, and it just totally engulfs you. And really kind of turns you on to. Some of you may see something in December that kind of sets you on a new path creatively if you're an artist, something that inspires you to go a different direction, based on, you know, being inspired by someone else's creativity, which is wonderful. This can also be just a lot of fantasy around sexually. If you are in a long-term partnership, you may be kind of trying new things, or you may be in a partnership where you are, maybe this one from the past was a very sexually charged fantasy type relationship. So that's kind of cool, Aries. There's a good aspect to this, but just remember the warning with the Seven of Cups. Make sure you're not seeing just the dreamy gaga-ness of something and not the reality. Now, the help that's going to be available to you with the Star has to do with healing. And for you, this is going to be coming around a loss of some sort, okay? Sometimes this can be a financial loss with Fehu. That's generally what Fehu, but it can be a loss of anything. A loss of a person, a loss of a situation, a loss of respect. That's going to be a specific message because that was coming very clearly for one or two of you out there. Loss of a job, loss of, anything that you feel, you held dear. And, but with the Star card, it means it's, that loss is being replaced by hope. So if you did lose a job, or if you did have a recent big expenditure of a lot of money you had to outlay, you're going to be replacing that in December, or really kind of healing from that, and hope will be restored. And the Star and the Seven of Cups also both have a lot to do with creativity. So again, it's kind of like, I'm instead of worrying about money, I'm going to escape into my creative vision, or I'm going to escape into these, this movie that I love, or this music that I love, and not think about it. Or you're really going to feel like, okay, yes, this was, it was bad losing this situation or this person, but now I'm starting to feel like myself again, or I'm kind of starting to get back to the way things were. I've dealt with it and I'm moving forward. And the Star has a lot to do, again, with inspiration. So they're reinforcing the creative aspect here. And with Canis here as well, that indicates new beginnings creatively. So, wow, a lot going on here. Some of you, I feel, will be expressing pain or loss through art. Or maybe that's the kind of art that's going to be pulling you in, or that you're going to be attracted to. Now, what can't be changed about December is, yes, there will be some sort of disruption. There will be some sort of maybe arguments or delays. For a lot of you, it may just have to do with travel, which, does often come up in December when we've got a lot of people traveling. So expect delays, expect, unfortunately, breakdowns with cars or sitting in traffic. With the Chariot in reverse, the Chariot sometimes can actually mean a car. So if you are planning to travel in your vehicle, get it checked out before you leave. Just have it, make sure you got the tires, the air pressure, all that stuff. Make sure you have a spare, all of that stuff, because, I think that delays will be encountered. And do be careful driving in December, especially for New Year's Eve. Those of you going out on New Year's Eve, don't drink and drive. Uber, or make sure you've got arrangements, or a designated driver, or you call a cab, because accidents could happen. And, that's the last thing you need, right? Now, for some of you, this may not have to do with travel at all. This just could be disruptions that you feel are, holding you back or not allowing you to move forward. So, it could be coming in the form of these other people. Maybe just having to go be around these people. It's like, oh, this is keeping me from what I really wanted to do, was, just kind of relax and do my own thing. And so, it doesn't have to be some big serious thing. But just keep that in mind. Heed the warning. And, be prepared for travel delays, unfortunately, for the holidays. If you can leave earlier or go later, all the better. So, and then we also have the Five of Swords as the outcome. So, that does seem to be conflict, but coming up next to Canis, I feel like for a lot of you, you're just expressing maybe some anger, or you're getting all of this out through your artwork. Now, some of you may be expressing it verbally, but I'm not really seeing that for most of you. I kind of see it, I kind of see it festering a little bit. If it does come out, it needs to come out. Okay. I kind of feel like that's what they're saying is like, don't hold it in. If you have something to say, make sure you express it, because it's like, it'll be, yes, it's going on, but then it's over. So, I don't feel like you should shy away from conflict. I feel like you do need to kind of express what's going on with you. And if someone has upset you or you feel has been selfish, taken advantage of you, you should express that, even if it will cause disruption, even if it will cause, even if you feel like it will cause delays. Because sometimes when someone from the past comes back, we can just be maybe so happy that they are back. We don't express everything that we were wishing we had expressed in the moment, like, oh, you hurt me very badly back then, or, that sort of thing. Now, some of you, as these energies can always work both ways, this person may be expressing that to you, and that may cause you to be upset. But again, I feel like whatever is expressed needs to be, because it's leading to this new beginning. It's leading to this new opening up. So a renewal of a relationship, or it's kind of like this has to be cleared out. This conflict has to be dealt with. In Aries, you guys really aren't ones to shy away from conflict. I mean, you usually are, with you though, I mean, it happens and then it's over rather quickly. It's like once you get it out, that's cleared and you can move forward to something new. So, if you're dealing with a water sign, they can tend to hold grudges. That may not be the case for them. So maybe that's why some of you may be like, oh, I don't know if I should express this. The sooner you do it, the sooner you can kind of move on to these new beginnings and not be weighed down by anything that may have been holding you back. Sometimes we don't even know that these kind of unexpressed feelings of hurt or anger are holding us back, or that those are holding a relationship back from moving forward in a new way, or kind of closing a chapter and starting a new one. So that's what I see, Aries. Overall, a good month. Just be careful with the travel. Make sure you get all of that checked out, and do express any feelings that you've had where you do feel, like you've been taken advantage of, or anything like that. Any anger or resentment or anything you've been upset about. Make sure and get that out. You don't have to do it in an angry way. In fact, it'll probably be better if you can, not do it that way. Five of Swords generally does kind of mean, arguments and things and people kind of, getting upset, but you can always kind of rein it in if you're aware of it in the moment, Aries. So just keep that in mind. Good luck with December. Happy holidays again, and I'll see you back here in January.